times this year. Free throws, Garrison puts 2 in. And we'll get our first look at Malachi Marino.
It was definitely a concentration shoot-around today. But I love the pace that Kentucky's playing with now, and it starts with their defense, is allowing them to play with that pace on offense.
Jasper Johnson, the other 5-star freshman for Kentucky, into the game for the first time tonight. Here's Whitaker, the UIndy transfer. His layup no good. Battle at the board, and it is Moreno who wants to fire it out to Lowe. Lowe has 3 guys around him. He dishes it in the corner. That was Williams. Now they'll dish it back out to Lowe. Meandering through the lane. Left-handed layup is good.
Jalen Lowe is so crafty with the ball, and left-handed gives you a little bit of an advantage. Plays low to the ground. Again, brings a total different dimension to Kentucky's offense.
Diabate nearly had a steal. Thought he picked the pocket of Carter Hopoy. But look at Jalen Lowe just meander and swim his way through the paint. 3 defenders around him, Coach.
Does a great job of finding the open gaps. Got great vision for a point guard. Really understands angles on how to score.
What's funny, earlier today, you and Coach Pope both said something, almost the exact same thing about him. He's a guy that can get to exactly where the spot he wants to be, and he knows where he wants to be before he gets there. So they get a 3 off the inbound pass, way off the mark, and Cam Williams a rebound. Jasper Johnson will take the ball, loses the handle on it, and that's going to be a steal for Valpo. They got to run out if they want it. 3-on-1. Hopoy, big dunk as the trailer.
Johnson just trying to do a little too much, but that's kind of his game, though. He's had some success with it in the past, and I mean, Valpo an easy. Valpo needed that. They needed to figure out how to get an easy bucket. They were really struggling on offense.
Lowe, another drive. Kicks to Yelovich. Yelovich, his 3 a little off. Moreno, offensive board. Wants to go back up with it. Gets blocked from behind. Good D there on the box out there by Deese.
Yeah, Valpo's a big team.
Yeah,
especially inside. They've got some bulk.
Yeah, this is not your grandfather's quote-unquote mid-major team. They have a lot of size. Hopoy is 6'11" as he backs down and now kicks it out. 3-pointer just short from McNair. Moreno has another rebound.
Well, Valpo's coming off a game where they shot 31 threes. I think they might beat that tonight.
Cam Williams, the Tulane transfer. He's been in the last couple of possessions, came in at the dead ball. Williams kicking it out. Yelovich off the wing, a 3, too long. They like Yelovich's game. He just hasn't broken through just yet.
I think with time, he's going to be a definitely contributor, a guy that can be a difference maker. He's so skilled for his size.
The one international ad is there is Yelovich in the passing lane. Low there as well. Hopoy, a 3-pointer. Left iron no good, and Marino battling will win the battle with Deese. But Hopoy, who had that trailing dunk, Coach, 6'11", but he's not just the only tall guy. They can match up size for size with the Cats.
And they're big at the 2, 3, 4, and 5 spot. They can compete size-wise and athleticism with probably anybody. And, you know, they've played 2 centers. Hopoy will play center as well. He's one of those talented freshmen that we've been talking about.
Tupuola came via the NAIA route, the JUCO route rather. St. Mary of the Woods in Terre Haute, Indiana. It's Low getting to the rack. He's blocked. Coming through the air. There's that size. Tupuola with the block. Brown Jr. down the lane. Got bumped. His shot a little strong, but he's going to the free throw line. Yeah, Mark Brown Jr., a junior from South Phoenix, Arizona, came in from Snow College. He was one of the best JUCO point guards available, and they immediately handed him the keys to this offense.
Again, mid-majors right now can go the JUCO route and get some of the better players, as well as the really good freshmen, maybe that they couldn't have gotten 5 or 6 years ago.
First free throw off the front of the rim. Coming back in is Pettigrew. Hasn't really been able to get going just yet like he was on Tuesday night against Eastern Illinois. First real good run from Jalen Lowe. He'll check out. A couple of points and an assist as Colin Chandler replaces him. He'll run the offense in Lowe's absence.
Yeah, I think they're probably just trying to get Lowe in and out a little bit, not push it too much, especially with the lead.
Jasper Johnson will take it up for Kentucky. Well, as you mentioned earlier, it gets real early out here. We'll talk about it throughout the night, but Kentucky's next opponent, number 11, Louisville, earliest that game has been in quite some time. Johnson, Marino, two five-star freshmen playing together at the top of the key. Jump step, get it to Yelovich. He'll drive baseline, cut off, and his pass errant, tipped, but Johnson has it. Now down the lane, a little floater from Jasper, no good. Tip up is no good from Marino, and coming out with it is McNair for Valpo.
Kentucky's got back a little bit stagnant within their offense. Mark Pope's offense is based around cutting and passing. Right now, there's just a lot of standing around.
And that zoom action. It's the three-pointer off the mark. Yelovich battling for the rebound. Jasper Johnson trying to get going. Yelovich has missed his first two shots. Backing down his man. Yelovich kicks it out. Corner three on the way from Chandler. Yes!
Drive and kick threes. The best way to get an open three is get the ball in the paint, kick it out for an open shot.
Chandler was 4 of 7 from deep in the lid lifter. He's 2 of 3 so far tonight. Brown Jr. running the offense. Bounce pass over on the wing to McNair. Now a corner three on the way from Tornata. No good. Yelovich cleans it up. Slows it down for Chandler. Under 12 to go. Kentucky enjoying a 15-point lead. Jasper Johnson. He'll fire a three. Yes, from Jasper Johnson. Sometimes you got to take the glasses off, Coach, and squint a little bit. Is that Rob Dillingham? He's got a little bit of Rob in his game. Chandler cleaning up that miss. Johnson in traffic. Thought about a heat check, thought better of it.
When you see a couple go, it becomes contagious. When everybody sees a couple threes going in, it makes everybody focus a little bit more, and it becomes contagious. Great pass.
What a pass.
And a great dunk in by Marino. Great post position by Marino. He had his defender on his back up for an easy layup. But great pass by Johnson.
Marino, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist in under 5 minutes off the bench. A three from Brown Jr. Good look, but didn't hit it. Offensive rebound from Valpo. Pettigrew's putback is no good. And the Cats are off and running again. Chandler, no look to Yelovich. Jams it in. Timeout, Valpo.
I love the pace.
Really good. He got about a 4-minute burst or so just to get his feet wet. I'm sure we'll see him throughout the night, but the plan was for him to come off the bench. That's not abnormal for Coach Pope, but he looked really good.
He looked really good. What I like is he really gave the fans of Kentucky a glimpse of what he can do and what he's going to bring to this team. He can score. He can pass. He's a proven player at the highest level at Pitt, and all ACC player. Those 8 assists right now that Kentucky has is a stat that I think is going to be an important stat for Kentucky all year long, that assist-to-turnover ratio.
That was the number that Coach Pope was so excited about on Tuesday night. It was Denzel Aberdeen, 6 assists, no turnovers, first time in his career. Some soft full-court pressure for the Cats. Valpo able to get around it. Now a jumper off the elbow is good from Barnes as they try to get him going.
Well, Valpo's a little more patient there. He got a much better shot. It didn't come down and just jack up a three.
4 of 21 the Beacons are right now. Lob for Garrison, able to come down with it. Turnaround jumper is in for Garrison.
Great catch by Garrison. That's not easy for a big man to catch a ball in traffic, come down, and then score. Good move by Garrison.
3 in transition for Valpo, drained from beyond the arc by Tornata. Tucker Tornata, the sophomore out of UIndy, by way of Evansville, Indiana. He's an all GLVC freshman team member last year for the Greyhounds. Otega Owe spinning his way to the rack, off the glass and in.
That's just easy for him physically. I mean, he just got his body into the defender, putting underneath the rim and just lays it in.
Tornata pass down the 3, goes to the basket and gets fouled. Oh, Jalen Lowe.
Watch here late where he just puts his left shoulder right into the defender.
Jalen Lowe, Jasper Johnson. Lots of new look lineups right now for Kentucky, and I think that's one reason that Coach Pope may be happy about the score. He can experiment a little bit as we see some full court pressure generate a turnover.
Great hands there by Jalen Lowe, making it tough for Valpo to get it in. The pressure right now is really bothering Valpo. It's causing turnovers, forcing Valpo into very difficult shots.
Owe will inbound the basketball. Cheney, who had 5 steals on Tuesday night, thought about intercepting that, but didn't want to get beat, so he thought better of it. Lowe beats him off the dribble, off the glass and in. Second basket for Jalen Lowe. Cheney in transition, wants to go fast, but has to slow up as he almost lost the ball. Pettigrew kicks it back out. They swing it around. Good passing around the perimeter for Valparaiso, but the 3 is airballed. Put back no good from Pettigrew. Third time's the charm, though, as it's finished by Deese. Owe will slow it down with Marino. Using the screen, but the ball hit the back of Marino's foot. Turnover. Valpo with it. 3-on-1. Lowe able to get in the way and steal it. And still leads to a dunk by Hopoi. Is just too many numbers back for Valpo. Yeah,
Valpo's best offense right now is when Kentucky turns it over and they're able to get to the other end.
Yeah, they had a 3-on-1 break there that was stopped great by Lowe, but unfortunately 2 more guys there to clean it up. Jasper Johnson got to the elbow, backs it out. Now on a handoff from Marino, drains the 3. The 2 5-star freshmen hooking up there.
Yeah, he is, Jasper Johnson knows how to score, that's for sure.
Hopoi driving to the basket, got altered by Marino. Yelovich the rebound. Lowe almost threw it right to me. I wouldn't have made that shot. Top of the key. Jasper wants the lob, finds Marino on a dunk.
Marino was coming up the court asking to come out of the game, ends up getting a lob dunk.
Another altered shot, this time by Owe. Marino, by the way, working on a double-double. He's got 6 and 6 in 10 minutes. Owe got the ball knocked out from behind. It's going to go the other way when we come back. Big lead for the Cats, up 36.
This play taking more difficult threes.
Really good passing tonight. Just an update on that assist total. 15 of them on 21 made baskets.
As a coach, you'd love to see that, and that's going to be an important stat. But that's sharing the basketball and running your offense.
Some full court pressure again from Kentucky. If you're Louisville watching film of this game, or when they watch film of this game, that's something that they did not show against Nichols on Tuesday a whole lot, that full court look. Granted, it wasn't overly aggressive there. Ball fake from Cheney, steps into a 3, and he got it.
Very talented freshman, very talented.
Had a dozen on Tuesday in the win over Eastern Illinois.
Great shot fake.
Kentucky up 56-23, approaching 2 minutes to go. Cam Williams, the Tulane transfer, can't get it, but it's tapped out by Garrison. Chandler runs it down. Jasper Johnson wanted to give and go with Garrison, but couldn't find it, so the reset, now dump back down to Garrison. Tried to get it into Williams. A lot of bodies were there. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with Kentucky. 7 to shoot.
Great shot fake here. Gets the defender going by him.
Able to step into it.
One of the few open threes that Valpo has been able to get.
Another lob at the basket, finished by Garrison.
I think that's the 3rd lob off a drive, pitch in the air lob. That's being because Valpo's just not rotating defensively on the weak side whatsoever.
And they spent a heavy portion of shoot-around today working on that very lob.
They sure did. Did a drill in shoot-around just for that.
Off the miss, a deflection. Now bounced around the rim. Chandler comes up with it. Approaching a minute to go. Yelovich in transition. Bounce pass to Jasper Johnson. Wraparound pass. Maybe one extra pass there.
Doing a little too much.
If you're going to turn it over, you like the extra pass, especially when you're up this many.
Yeah, you love the pace, and obviously being unselfish and trying to make the next play, but you'll live with that as a coach, especially when you're up 30. Try to get to your jump hook. If they take away the jump hook, you use the step through.
Moreno, one of 2 5-star freshmen for the Cats. Jasper Johnson the other. Johnson is into the game, as is Jalen Lowe back in. Three-pointer on the way from Cheney is good, and he's hit a couple now from out there. Cats lead by 36. Jalen Lowe back into the game. He's been good in a small sample size. 4 points, 2 assists for him.
Going right back to it.
Marino back in. Out to Owe. Collision, and Owe is fouled. Cheney called for that one. He's got 10 points. First Valpo player, Travis, in double figures tonight, the freshman.
One of those talented freshmen. Deep three, good looking shot. I've liked what I've seen through shoot around and through video that I've watched. Valpo's got some talented young players.
He had 12 points and 5 steals in the opener on Tuesday. Back in double figures tonight. Handoff from Marino, finds Owe. A little fader at the free throw line is too strong. Cheney battling amongst the big guys, comes out with it. Wow. Up ahead, Hope Boy, a little lob, and nobody home. Owe, though, came up on the other end of it and might have touched it out of bounds. It's gonna go back to Kentucky.
Last 2 to 3 possessions, Kentucky's been playing out of the post. Means coming down, throwing it inside. And what Kentucky likes to do when it goes inside, they like to do what's called the split action. The guy that throws it inside will screen away, get somebody coming to the ball. You're getting a lot of action to create either a easy post move or create some confusion with the defense and get an open shot.
Andrea Jelovic into the game for the Cats. Low three-pointer off the front of the rim, tipped up by Marino, couldn't get it in, and now a rebound by Pettigrew in Valpo. .14 minutes to go. Cats up by 36. Trying to get to 2-0 ahead of their date with Louisville. Turnaround jumper is no good. Tupuola left it a bit strong as Lowe driving through the lane. Bounce pass to Jelovic. Ball fake, got blocked and fouled. He'll go to the line. 3 Valpo defenders in there. Somebody got him and knocked him to the floor. Jelovic to the charity stripe.
Saw Lowe's speed there. Lowe has the ability to change gears in transition. And you saw a burst of speed there that really puts pressure on the defense.
Jelovic, you and I were talking about him earlier. Junior from Croatia, a lot of international experience, and we thought, you know, sometimes it takes a little bit for those Euro guys to get used to the physicality of basketball here, but right off the jump, it seemed like he was maybe a little bit more advanced in that category than we thought.
I think I see him making the same trajectory as Colin Chandler did last year. You look at Colin Chandler, he's coming off not really playing basketball for a couple years. In the last 11 games of the season, Colin Chandler was really good. And I can see him being the same, similar.
That's a great point. The vast majority of Colin's points last year came in that last 11-game stretch. Cheney got down low, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way from Deese. It's long. Ball tipped around. It'll go out of bounds back to the Cats. Kentucky, their first drought tonight, I guess you could say, Travis. They're 0 for their last 4. Nobody hitting any panic alarms in the building yet. Well, there might be 1 or 2, but Lowe running the offense, top of the key. Handoff from Jasper Johnson. Gets around, spins into the lane. What a move. A little too strong, though, with the left hand. Cheney weaving in and out of traffic. Gets back out. Now Whitaker. Out to Pettigrew, top of the key 3. Back iron no good. Jelovic will bat it into the hands of Jasper Johnson. Cats have a 5-on-4 if they hurry. Lowe to Jelovic. Passes up the 3. Now Lowe will fire a long distance jumper. No good. Cheney the rebound. Wanted the outlet to Whitaker but didn't trust it. But he does find in transition Tupuola able to finish.
Big man rewarded running to the rim. Great pass by Cheney.
I really like Rakim Cheney. He plays really hard. Jelovic down low to Marino. Through some contact, left it short. Tupuola another rebound. Cheney in traffic. Dishing it in the corner.
Picked up the pace a little bit here, putting a little bit more pressure. But That can happen when you get Kentucky to miss a few shots.
Lowe picks his pocket, gets it out ahead to Marino. He's grabbed. Layup is in. They haven't counted it yet, but that seemed to be a pretty intentional grab on the part of Tupuola.
Are they going to count the bucket? Continuation?
Cats maybe want an intentional foul there because...
Oh, they'll get the intentional. Just wonder if they're going to count the bucket. They'll get the intentional. Should.
Yeah, they should. It was only one step further.
I mean, he grabs him with two hands. Yeah, that's an easy call.
Haven't counted the bucket yet.
What a pass here by Jalen Lowe, falling down and just heaving it forward. Malachi Marino, for his size, 7 foot, 7'1", can really run.
So Marino will go to the free throw line. The Cats will keep the ball as well. 76-38 they lead. Marino working on a double-double. 10 points, 7 rebounds for him in just 14 minutes.
Has had his struggles at the free throw line, but it's a good-looking shot. They'll go down. He can make them, definitely. I like his patience.
He's used to high-fiving his teammates in the paint. He had to run back to the logo to do it here.
Good-looking shot.
Yeah, 2 out of 2. Cats lead has reached 40, 78-38. Marino went to Great Crossing High School nearby Georgetown, Kentucky. His older brother, such a great mentor for him, played at Eastern Kentucky, just to our south in Richmond, a place you're pretty familiar with.
Yeah, his brother Mike Marino, one of the great players to play at Eastern Kentucky.
Marino going to work, spins, layup, no good, and he fell down. Thought he was a little bit gingerly getting up, but he seems fine, running back up the floor. Kentucky trying to cover a 5-on-4. Whitaker's 3 is short. Lowe gets the rebound. Now a 3-on-1 for the Cats. Lowe hits the brakes, finds Marino. Nothing there. Good idea by Lowe to slow it down. But now he sprints to the basket, falls down, rolls over, and he'll go to the line. Boy, a hard-earned trip to the free throw line.
People, and they can score in different ways, from three-point shooting to going inside to Garrison or Marino, or off the dribble with Owe and Lowe. You know, there's a lot of different ways they can score.
Malachi Marino off the bench tonight has a dozen, working on a double-double. He's been a lot of fun to watch this evening.
Malachi Marino, as we talked about, Kentucky's bigs are doing a great job rolling. Here he's got his defender on his back. Great job of creating space, going straight up, step through here, using his left hand. Great footwork. But the rolls to the rim by Kentucky's big has been very, very impressive.
5-star freshman, went to Great Crossing High School, just about, 15 minutes, maybe not even, from Rupp Arena here north of Lexington and Georgetown. One of 2 5-star freshmen that head coach Mark Pope brought in. Malachi Marino, not a stranger to this building, playing in the state tournament, the Sweet 16, which is played here inside Rupp Arena. Kentucky, very unique in terms of their state tournament. One of just what I think now 3 states, Travis, that does not do a class system. It's just one big tournament.
I thought we were the only state still that's left.
I'll double check that because for a while I'm confused. I lived in Indianapolis for 10 years, and I am still confused by how Indiana does it because
they have gone to classes.
Class
Indiana's
4, Division 3, and
right.
I'm trying to follow this graph of who the state champion is. It's very confusing. Pretty easy on the Kentucky side. There's just one.
There's one. Everybody competes against everybody.
In this building, it's a really cool event. Mark Brown Jr. step back over Yelovich, no good. Marino, another rebound as he continues to inch toward that double-double. That's his 8th board. Jasper Johnson, his fellow freshman, kicking it back out. Now Cam Williams, the Tulane transfer.
Here's a split action. They go it inside, the split action with the guards. Marino's very patient in the post.
Now Marino just going to do it himself, and he'll go to the line.
2 freshmen going at it.
How about, you mentioned it, how about that patience from him? Because sometimes those big guys, they can kind of panic a little bit, but he was very patient on it.
Here's the split action when Kentucky throws the ball inside. They work on this in practice. They do drills. You'll see the guard that throws it will go and they'll split at the elbow. What that does is it makes the defense not be able to be stationary while the ball's in the post and allows the big man to be able to back his man down or create confusion with the defense.
First free throw miss for Marino. He's 2 of 3. Cats are 16 of 18 after struggling in the 2 exhibition games and the opener against Nichols. As Jalen Lowe will check out, he's got 6 points and 3 assists. Again, some limited minutes tonight. We would expect that role to expand on Tuesday night when the Cats make the short trip over to Louisville across I-64.
I'd say that's pretty much a given up.
Yeah.
Going to be out there quite a bit, I'd say.
Could see that very first start. They'll need him. Head coach Pat Kelsey and his number 11 ranked Cardinals. That's going to be a fun one on Tuesday.
It's been a while since both teams have got the expectations as 2 top 10 teams in the state, 2 top 10 teams in the country. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, the last time Kentucky and Louisville were both in the top 11 was almost 10 years ago. You got to go back to December of 2016. Kentucky, when both ranked, have won 16 of 19. Of course, last year was the first meeting between Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope. Maybe the only time in the program's history that they've had a head coaching change at the exact same time. And, of course, Mark Pope won round 1, if you will, 93-85, as Yelovich's free throw is no good. Tapped out to Jasper Johnson. His 3 is too strong. Williams will tap it out again. Chandler, why not, off the mark. But, you know, the friendliness between Coach Pat Kelsey and Mark Pope when they both got the job, Travis, I thought fans thought, oh, maybe, you know, with the rivalry to cool down too much. I don't think we have to worry about that now. Things got really spicy after the Louisville win over Jackson State last night, and the annual pregame talk between the 2 fan bases is already underway as they find Marino out in front. What a feed from Jasper. 2 freshmen teaming up for the dunk.
Great pass by Jasper Johnson and Malachi Marino in the right place at the right time.
82-38, Kentucky leads. Marino, granted it's only his 2nd game of his career, but a career night for him. 14 points, 8 rebounds. Look at this feed from Jasper Johnson.
Great pass, good finish. High percentage shots when getting the ball right underneath the basket.
It was somewhat maybe outside folks saying this, so take it with a grain of salt, but the expectation was that once Jaden Quaintance got healthy, that Malachi Marino was supposed to kind of slide into the background and be maybe an afterthought as the 3rd big man.
Nice passes, really executed their offense.
Hopoi, a dunk, able to get around Owe off the inbounds pass.
Right now, Coach Pope's just hoping, you know, don't pick up any bad habits.
Diabate, corner 3, a little bit long. Marino, a rebound, tried the one-hand slam, missed it. Diabate cleans it up off the glass and in.
I know Marino didn't finish the rim, but what a great offensive rebound. Great hands.
That gets him to 1 shy of a double-double. He's got 14 and 9, with 3 of those rebounds being offensive rebounds, as that 3 off the front of the rim, and Diabate aboard. He's got 5 rebounds. Jasper wants to go to the basket. Jasper, left-handed, well, he kind of got caught between dumping it to Owe and shooting it and did neither. Turnover back to Valpo. 3-pointer coming is no good. There's the double-double for Malachi Marino. Gets it out ahead to Aberdeen, spinning. Got the ball knocked loose, but he'll back it out. Marino now with 14 and 10, a double-double for the freshman as Aberdeen gets called for running through Cheney, who draws the charge.
And these are some of the things that will irritate a coach a little bit when you have a big lead, is get a little bit sloppy, start trying to kind of do your own thing. What Coach Pope wants to see is continue to play tough defense. You understand on the offensive end a little bit, guys are going to kind of start trying to get theirs a little bit, but don't let up defensively. Continue to try to work on your defense, pick up positive habits rather than right now developing some bad habits because you have such a big lead. Keep working, because
Otega Owe about to join the broadcast. Thankful he didn't.
Thankfully.
I was going to jump in front of you. I really was. I just slow to react, you know.
Yeah.
It's bodyguard duties down here. 95-49, Kentucky in front, approaching 4 minutes to go. Floater is no good from Cheney, and he continues to be the bellwether on offense for Valparaiso, and it's pretty clear they've got something in this young guard.
They do. He's going to be a good one. You got Hopoy. He's going to be a good young big. Pettigrew's very good wing. The challenge is keeping these guys at Valpo.
Yeah.
That's the challenge for these mid-major, low-major teams when they, these coaches go find these freshmen and they're beating the bushes and they come in and you help develop them. Then it becomes tough to keep them there, get them to stay.
Cheney's bounces in, and he has a dozen. That's how many he scored on Tuesday night as well. Kentucky up 95-51. Owe will step into a three off the wing. Left it short. Cheney runs down the rebound. And a whistle. Cheney was on the sideline, so that'll be a turnover back to Kentucky. So Valpo, one of 4 teams to have back-to-back Freshman of the Year award winners, which is pretty incredible. The others, Baylor, UConn, and Harvard. Pretty good company to be in. They got a great shot for 3, but you mentioned about retention. All right, he's on Xavier right now. Previous winner, no longer here as well.
Yeah, that's just the tough part of today's college athletics is.
There's the lob for Marino, finished at the rim.
Going to be able to put a whole highlight film together with all the lobs and rolls to the rim, and
might run out of space on the server with all the dunks from Marino tonight. Is a floater good from Cheney, and he's got a new career high. He's got 14 tonight. Chandler wants to run at Cheney, and did he draw a second straight charge? Don't think so. They say he was moving, and that'll be a block when we come back. Kentucky in control. They're up 97-53. They're young team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, on Tuesday night on ESPN. That'll be a real fun one.
Yeah, I think Kentucky will probably celebrate this win tonight for about maybe 2 minutes. And then they're moving on to obviously a big game, not just in the state, but a big game nationally. When you talk about, it's been a long time since both these teams have the expectations that they both have as far as national champion aspirations, and it's good for college basketball when Kentucky and Louisville both are good at, are expected to be great.
And I think the fun thing is, and big credit to last year's team, because they bought into the rivalry. They came into it cold, but boy did they buy into it, knowing how much of a game that meant to BBN. But you look at this year's team, you have the returners like Chandler and Owe who know how big of a game it is. But then you also have these 2 freshmen that came in and grew up in the rivalry that know how big of a deal it is.
Yeah, you can already, Louisville's already, I think some of their players were chirping already a little bit.
Yeah.
And, that's part of the rivalry.
It's going to be a fun point guard matchup. Michael Brown Jr., top freshman point guard coming in. He's been very good his first couple of games.
That'll be a good matchup. Him and Lowe, both very fast, quick guards.
And the Cardinals not exactly strangers to Lowe, as he was at Pitt last year in the ACC. There's a 3 from the wing from Deese. Moreno wants to hand it off to Chandler. He's been hot tonight. Long 3 left short here. And just Deese could not collect it off his foot, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cats. Kentucky has cooled off from 3, Travis. They were 7 of 11. Since then, they are 2 of 13.
Yeah, the selection of threes hasn't been quite as good. A little bit quick. Guys looking to kind of pad their stats a little bit.
Cam Williams trying to become the 10th Kentucky Wildcat in the scorebook. Left that 3 short. Deese swings it around. Cheney. He's got 14. Step back 3 on the way for the freshman. Tried to bank it in. It's no good. Yelovich had it for a moment, lost it, and now Valpo comes up with it in the arms of McNair. Justice McNair back out to Cheney, and he's been getting a long run at point guard tonight. Kind of winning more minutes for Coach Powell and company, as Cheney Good handoff, and what a slam, and a good finish by Tupuola.
Yeah, that's. I think Valpo, once they get in their league.
Oh, Jasper Johnson in transition knocks down a triple.
Once Valpo gets in their league, I think they'll be able to compete at the top of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got some pieces, and was talking to the Valpo folks. Kind of unique, the Missouri Valley, when they did their preseason poll, they only voted 5 teams. So you don't exactly know.
I've never seen that before.
I have not either. And what's funny is they still ranked 6 through the bottom, but nobody knows what it is. They only revealed the top 5, so whatever. But mentioned that Illinois State was the preseason favorite, but the big reason why is because they return the most guys, so they're the kind of known commodity. May not be the best team. So I think this Valpo team is a team that can make a run. And remember, and I know not a lot of guys are back, but they were a late bloomer last year. They made a run. They became the first 11 seed to make the semifinals in Arch Madness in St. Louis. And really like their chances in the Valley this year.
Yeah, I would agree. It's harder than ever to predict.
Right, yeah,
especially
so
mid-major and low majors, because there's so much turnover at any level, so much turnover roster-wise. It's almost impossible to figure out preseason where everybody's going to be.
Even in a league like the Southeastern Conference, you know, you can kind of pick at the top, but then after that, it's like, man, a lot of guessing game going on. And even with at the top, you know, when you pick Kentucky second, you're assuming all these new guys gel. You pick Florida, they're the defending national champion. You're kind of assuming the new guys gel with the returning pieces from that championship squad. And then, as we became very familiar with, Arkansas, they got a lot of freshmen that they're going to count on, although not as many typically that Cal is kind of used to. They got a number of returning guys as well. Marino down low, wide open as he spun to the basket, finishes with a dunk. Marino, a career night. He's got 18 and 10. Cheney's got 15 points, 5 assists. Finds Barnes, now down low. Terada, his shot left short. Tight quarter passing, and Valparaiso not able to pick out a teammate with just over a minute to play. 104-59.
The 2 exhibition games that Kentucky played, I think, are going to really help them as far as going forward, especially going into the Louisville game. Because the 2, you know, these first 2 regular season games, really, you get away with a lot of things that you won't get away with versus a Louisville-type team.
Corner 3 from Jelavic, knocks it down. The Croatian sensation has his first basket of the night.